So what about the fight we haven't covered? We talked about the heavyweight division, so many names in the heavyweight division. Agit Kabayel, do you think he's sort of the new bogeyman now in the heavyweight division after his defeat of Zhang? When I saw that fight, it always reminds me of what the Breadman said about super heavyweights that don't have the gas tank to throw a lot of punches or keep up with high volume
Yeah,
punches. Exactly what happened. Kabayel came out, attacked the body head,
yeah.
forced Zhang to fight at a faster pace, but at the same time taking gas from him by punching him to the body. And Zhang was huffing and puffing by what, second or third round. What did you make of that fight?
Zhang looked like he again. We talk about age. Now he is 40. I know we talked about Parker last week, right? This I know for a fact. He's 40 years old, right? Um, Boxing is still a young man's game. He looked like a 40-year-old fighter on Saturday, and it's not to take anything away. It's just like all these guys have expiration dates. Like you said, he was huffing and puffing. He just looked like a guy that's the end is near. This looked more like a fight or two from retirement. Because a heavyweight isn't a division you can play around and just hang around it because of the knockout aspect of it. But we got another player at heavyweight though. So
And it's another smaller heavyweight, isn't it?
a
Cabell six
smaller, yeah, right.
55 around that, which in
Funny
today's
that we say smaller because these guys are so big.
yeah,
Like back in
yeah,
the 90s, he would have been kind of normal, but now, you
yeah. I
know,
mean, because these guys are so big now, the super heavyweights like Zhang,
they're huge. Like it's crazy how big these guys
Bacoli,
are.
yeah.
But I'm looking
Even
at Anthony Joshua. I'm like, you forget how big he is. Like this is
mm,
he was standing next to who was he standing? I think he might have been standing next to Bacoli, and he was towering over him. I'm just like, you forget how tall, like big some of these dudes are.
mm, yes, interesting one. But you say don't stick around, but like I said, power's the last thing which goes. Do you think some of these
True.
heavyweights could probably last a little bit longer? And it was just the rate he was forced to fight at, which sort of beat him.
I mean, it got to be the right situation. Like somebody call and ask Zane to fight Anthony Joshua. All right, he's going to be like, okay, where do I sign up? Because look, Anthony Joshua's still a big ticket in boxing.
Hmm.
Like that he's still a huge draw. Like, because I actually want to ask you a question about heavyweight, especially from you being on that side of the pond. Um, Fury and Joshua, to me, that's the biggest, not only
Big
one of the
fight.
biggest fights in boxing, but from where you're at, bro, what that does over there.
Hmm.
That those two guys.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about this last time, did it? Was me, you, and Coach Mustafa about
Yeah.
how the British heavyweights, the UK heavyweights are much better than Americans now.
Oh my, the tables have turned. The days
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Frank Brunos are no longer.
All those
Yeah,
potential heavyweight champions from America are playing on the Eagles
yeah.
defensive line, aren't they?
It's funny, right? Growing up as a kid, right? Anytime you saw like a British fighter, like a heavyweight, they would think we just called him Frank Bruno because that's all we do. Like it was a guy that Tyson knocked out. You didn't have access to
even,
information like you do now.
even I still hear the guys in America saying that AJ is another Frank Bruno.
Yeah, right.
Still
See
hear
what I'm
it.
saying? That was the ultimate insult whenever a British dude. Because I remember when I first saw Anthony, I was like, this guy's nothing but another Frank. No, AJ definitely had a better career. But I just think that fight is massive. It's still a huge fight.
Yeah,
Huge fight.
it
I'm
will be.
shocked that it's not being discussed right now. I don't know. Maybe Fury is in a
I,
place.
I think there were some talks after uh, the Better BF Bivol second fight that they were trying to possibly get a Joshua Fury fight. Maybe Joshua asked for it actually in an interview.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so possibly we might get that one. If Fury, I don't, is he still retired? I don't know. I'm sure enough money will drag him out of retirement, and they give him 6 months to get ready. So
Yeah. I
knows?
mean, that's one of them fights. You just give both guys a blank check and tell them to put their numbers down, and we'll go from there. Like,
If only Turkey Alice Shaker was here 7 8 years back with Wilder and Joshua and they were running at their peaks,
oh
weren't
man.
they? Can you
Well,
imagine
it's
that?
it. But look, they were supposed. Look, had Wilder beat Zane, the fight would have happened. It was supposed to happen in
Yeah.
the spring, right? It was supposed to happen in March.
Mm.
Was it last March? I can't remember when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I can't remember when they fought. It
Yeah.
feels like some time ago now, even though it wasn't, was it? Yeah. So let's hope we get some big fights in the heavyweight division as well soon. Because as good as Usyk is, I think with the heavyweight, people just want to see knockouts, don't they?
Nobody wants to see anybody get outboxed in the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Like I said, as much as I enjoy it, but it's funny because Usyk did exactly what you and I like, but it's like weird with him but he's exciting though. Even though he's not getting a knockout, it still looks fun. It's creative. It's very abstract. So I guess people are drawn to that. But like he didn't knock Fury out in 2 fights. He did knock him down in the first fight, but yeah. So now he's talking about fighting Parker.
How do you think that would go? I mean, I'm always picking Usyk, whoever he fights now in heavyweight division.
You know me. I'm not picking nobody over Usyk until I see it. There's no disrespect to Parker, but I just don't think his style. I know the style that needs to be Usyk. I just don't see it yet.
The Joe Frazier style, the Philly style, the Philly style, isn't it?
Listen, crazy as it sounds, like a guy like you gonna need to be like a McCauley type of guy to do it. Like it's gonna have to be a guy that got power in both hands, a guy that can fight on the inside. Yep, that's what's gonna have to. That's the only shot you got, and that's. I'm not saying that's gonna work. Just so we clear, I'm just saying that to decisively deal with that, you're never gonna win a decision against him. Because he's the matriculation of all the stuff that he does, he's gonna outpoint you. So you're not outboxing him. So that's the only way I see it happening.
Yeah, because again, it's going to be those super heavyweights that are going to try getting a shot at him, and they won't be able to keep up with him.
They can't keep up. Yeah,
is anyone his sort of size that can sort of keep up with him and attack the body as well?
He's too good for his own good right now. He's like in a Crawford situation Crawford was in. He's too good for his own good. There's really no good matchups for him right now.
Yeah.
But I still want to see it. Parker got some movement. We'll see. But I just don't think he can outbox him.
Yeah.
So,
good stuff.